The troy ounce is a unit of imperial measure, now commonly used to measure the mass of precious metals. 1 troy ounce is defined as exactly 31.1034768 grams, which may be used to denote the value of a precious metal. 1 troy ounce of gold is denoted with the ISO 4217 currency code XAU, while 1 troy ounce of silver is denoted as XAG. The troy ounce is about 10% heavier than the avoirdupois ounce, used for everyday purposes in the United States. Etymology: the name troy is first attested in 1390. Though it is often connected to a fair at the city of Troyes, France. This story may have been invented in the 18th century. History: the troy ounce is part of the troy weight system, many aspects of which were indirectly derived from the Roman monetary system. The Romans used bronze bars of varying weights as currency. An AES grave weighed 1 pound. 1/12 of an AES grave was called an uncia, or in English an ounce. Later the avoirdupois ounce was standardized as 1/16 of a pound, but the troy ounce, which is 1/12 of a troy pound, is still used for measuring precious metals. At 480 grains, the troy ounce is about 10% heavier than the avoirdupois ounce, which is defined to equal 437.5 grains and is 28.349523125 grams. The troy ounce and grain were also part of the apothecaries system. This was long used in medicine, but has now been largely replaced by the metric system. The troy ounce in use today is essentially the same as the British imperial troy ounce, adopted as an official weight standard for United States coinage by Act of Congress on May 19, 1828. The British imperial troy ounce was based on, and virtually identical with, the pre-1824 English troy ounce and the pre-1707 English troy ounce. The English troy ounce was officially adopted for coinage in 1527. Troy ounces have been used in England since about 1400. Before that, various sorts of troy ounces were in use on the continent. Troy ounces are still often used in precious metal markets in countries that otherwise use international system of units, except in East Asia. The People's Bank of China, in particular, which has never historically used troy measurements, has begun issuing gold pandas minted according to SI weights.